Hello guys, welcome to Autolatest Cars. Today we are talking about the new SsangYong better said KGM Actyon 2025, a car that actually it's a niche model for this brand, because this brand has a brand new name. So before KGM, this brand was called SsangYong Motors, a car that the oldest car manufacturer in South Korea, a more traditional car manufacturer compared with Hyundai and Kia, the oldest car manufacturer and truck manufacturer, of course, in South Korea, because SsangYong brand was known for building only trucks, and after that four-wheel drive cars with the help of Mercedes-Benz. So it was powered by Mercedes-Benz. At any time in 2000 was called also Daewoo. It was a brand, a South Korean brand, a giant that actually got bankrupt in automotive. Even in Europe, Daewoo had a factory in Romania, in the place called Craiova, where today Ford Puma Ford Puma it's made, and Puma Electric was actually a factory made by Daewoo, so a South Korean brand that produced a car called Daewoo Cielo, sold in West Europe like Daewoo Nexia, and of course Daewoo Leganza and Daewoo Espero. So there were a lot of acquaintances between these three South Korean brands: SsangYong, Kia, and Hyundai. But SsangYong was the most exclusive, the most well-built, the most powerful brand from my point of view, because they actually made real powerful and expensive cars compared with Hyundai and Kia, that actually made volume cars for normal people. And today we are talking about this new brand. It's called KGM. KGM is the biggest fertilizer and chemical producer in South Korea, or one of the most important and more powerful in the world. They actually bought SsangYong from Mahindra, India, a few years ago, and this is their first product with the KGM logo. When we are talking about Actyon, as I told you in the beginning of this video, this is a niche model. This is not a Taurus, even though it has a Taurus platform. This is not a Rexton, because it doesn't have a Rexton platform. This is a car that actually it's top of the line from their point of view. So when we are talking about this Actyon, we have to tell you that this brand also was a SsangYong brand in the last 15 years. Actually, I drove it 2.0 diesel Actyon, a normal Actyon, and it was a very good car with the 4G-tronic gearbox from Mercedes-Benz. And after that, I drove the pickup version, was called Actyon Sports, with the same 2.0 liter diesel engine, made together with the Mercedes-Benz brand, but the pickup was manual 5-speed gearbox. Today, that was the Actyon was actually the entry-level brand on former SsangYong car manufacturer. Today it's below Rexton, so it's a very important car for them. As I just started, this is the interior. Everything is white. It's like 500 euros, and you get this beautiful interior, which is quite beautiful from my point of view. Actually, for 500 euros, you'll receive a top of the line SUV that it's actually better than Taurus, top of the line, and in some cases better than a Rexton. First of all, because Actyon, it's a brand that it's new, and these cars are very important for this KGM brand, because it's a niche and it has a very important job. Its job is to be a brand, to brand awareness for this brand. That's it. So this is a niche. This is a niche car. It's very beautifully made. It has a very good build quality. It has a very good design from my point of view. Inside it's beautiful, outside it's even better. And the only coming for this car at this moment in this summer of 2025 is the engine. It has only the 1.5 T-GDI petrol engine with 163 horsepower and the automatic AT6 Aisin with torque converter, but that's a minus that you have to use to that, because the fuel consumption it's 12.2 in this somehow normal city driving. But everything you'll see here it's standard, besides the interior that has the opened colored interior, the chromatic of the interior. It's a 500 euro option, and of course the paint, that it's also a special one for this car. So if you want a normal I actually say every time SsangYong Actyon, no, this is a KGM Actyon with all equipment standard. You have to pay around, in this country, around 38,000 euros, and today you will receive the 4-wheel drive system for free, so you don't have to pay 40,000 euros. So for 38,000 euros you could have this car. But for the guys that actually love and enjoy SsangYong cars, and now KGM cars, this Actyon will have in the autumn, or in the next year, in the beginning of the next year, the hybrid system from BYD, a hybrid system that is made by KGM with BYD for the new SsangYong Taurus hybrid, a system that will cut in half the fuel consumption, not 12.2, and I think we'll have around 7 liters per 100 kilometers in city driving, and that's a very good thing from my point of view, because these cars are heavy. It's 1.8 tons, and of course they are 4-wheel drive, and of course this one it's a torque converter gearbox, a bulletproof gearbox, but that has around 1 liter more fuel consumption compared with a double clutch. But it's better for the driver, because it's smooth. It could run like 300,000, 400,000 kilometers with no problems. Even the engine, even the gearbox, because this engine doesn't even have mild hybrid. This is a normal engine, only turbocharger and direct injection, and that's it. It's a former Mahindra engine made by SsangYong. It's a good engine that has very good points at reliability, but it has a very downsized fuel consumption, because it's mounted on these big SUV cars, like fully if you put five guys inside with baggages, it will jump off 2 tons without problems, and the engine is still a 1.5 liter 163 horsepower. This engine it's actually put it on a SsangYong Tivoli or KGM Tivoli now, and that configuration Tivoli and this engine, it's bulletproof, and of course you have to remember the fact that this engine it has a timing chain. It doesn't have a timing belt, so it's very good from this point of view. If you like to drive a special car, definitely have to go to KGM to review this Actyon, because it's very comfortable. It's all-wheel drive, and it has an all-wheel drive system with lock, so it's a real all-wheel drive. It's not like Toyota or Lexus with an electric engine on the back, and that's an all-wheel drive system, and after 50 kilometers an hour it's a front-wheel drive engine. No, this is an all-wheel drive system. It's a classic with a drive shaft and everything you want to know, because this is a specialist of 4-wheel drive cars. The warranty in this country, it's like 10 years and 150,000 kilometers, but if you're living in another part of Europe, it's like 5 years and 100,000 kilometers. And warranty that it's decent from my point of view, because it's big, it's better than a Skoda Kodiaq. So this car could actually compete with Skoda Kodiaq, but the build quality inside is better, the soundproofing is better than Kodiaq. The resale value is not so good compared with the Kodiaq, but this is a niche model, so I think this car will retain its value in 4 or 5 years. This is my opinion, because this is not an entry-level Tivoli, this is not an entry-level Rexton, this is an Actyon. So Actyon in 2025 is the niche model, as I told you, and it has everything standard. So two tablets. Everything is standard besides the color and the interior, but the leather seats are standard. Everything is standard besides the sunroof. Okay, so the sunroof, it's an optional, but you could live with that with no problem without the optional sunroof. So this car definitely it's a vehicle that you could drive for 5 or 10 years with no problem, because it has a very good build quality, it has a very good sound improved interior, and it has a very good road behaving running gear, because it has 20-inch alloy wheels. Everything is standard on this one, so it's very composed, very nice to drive in city and outside. Of course, you don't have to go above 130 kilometers an hour, or because the fines are too big, and with almost I don't know, 20% of the tank, you'll have a range of 80 kilometers, so it's enough, because it's only 50-liter tank. Pros, beautiful interior. Pros, beautiful running gear. Pros, torque converter, automatic gearbox made by Aisin. This is not an invention, it's an Aisin gearbox. Pros, all equipment are standard, and pros, of course, the road behaving of this car, it's okay compared with Taurus. So this is a very important car. So if you drive a normal SUV from VW or Skoda or Cupra, let's say Cupra, you'll have to pay around 50,000 or 60,000 euros to have this level of equipment. And SsangYong is offering you, KGM, not SsangYong, of course, is offering you everything as I mentioned at 38,000 euros on this market, on this auto market. So this is a very good price compared with the competition and the level of equipment. As I told you, 85 kilometers an hour, the torque converter gearbox in the 6th gear, 1,600 RPM, and that's it. So it will be a very reliable engine and gearbox system, because it's not mild hybrid, it's not full hybrid, it's not no hybrid. This is only a normal classic engine, and that's it. If you like what we are talking about here, and if you like our reviews, please like and subscribe. Thank you.